Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfella of Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.
All right, man, we back. Goodfella Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Share the video. Mason copying what Miles do. He trying to hang out the window too. But you're not going to chew my lock. Lay down. Usually his nap time. But let's talk about Al Haymon. I was talking to some people behind the scenes yesterday, and people want to know why fans want to know why boxers and managers and maybe Lou DiBella didn't air out Al Haymon after the Deontay Wilder separation. We'll talk about that. Also, seems to be Terrence Crawford is premier boxing champions, pound for pound, #1 fighter. Floyd Mayweather, the boss at PBC, said it. His underboss, Leonard Ellaby, said it. So let's get into it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And but yeah, let's talk about the Al Haymon thing. And yeah, it says that Al Haymon makes his fighter sign basically a non-disclosure agreement not to speak bad on him in public. And there's been some situations where Al hasn't done right by fighters, but he still paid them very, very well for their inconvenience. So, a lot of the fighters that premier boxing champions in their contract, they have a non-disclosure agreement where, I don't know what you smell, they had a non-disclosure agreement on some of the things they can and can't say. Remember, for years, a lot of people say that about Bob Arum. It's the reason why a lot of fighters didn't air out Bob Arum. Even when Floyd Mayweather split, he would be arguing with Bob behind the scenes, but really, you're not going to hear Floyd under contract at Top Rank really or air out Bob Arum. People remember they got into it over putting a billboard up in Las Vegas to promote Floyd Mayweather fight, and Bob Arum didn't want to spend the money. And it was a whole beef that went on behind the scenes with Top Rank, Bob Arum, and Floyd Mayweather over a billboard. And they were known to clash over the way Bob Arum was and wasn't promoting Floyd Mayweather. So a lot of people, always want to know why people thank Al after fights and why people don't ever speak bad about Al Haymon. Even Vonez started to say a couple things when he left, but, he still got taken care of. But Al does financially take care of people, but he does put that safety precaution there, and he makes them sign an ND, and they break that ND. Who knows, what's on the other end of that, how much money he could recoup or he could sue you for. So that non-disclosure agreement, that's huge. So you'll never see these fighters come out here and hang out to dry. Even Gary Russell, Gary Russell didn't hang out to dry. You know what I'm saying? And people want to know, basically why he keep begging Al Haymon. It was told to me that, it really ain't nothing that Gary Russell can do. Because Al Haymon can fuck his whole career up, and he can never make another dime in boxing again. So when you see dudes that suffer like Gary Russell, or if you think Al Haymon, you got some energy today. You see that Al Haymon ain't doing right by Wilder. Maybe you believe that to be true, or whatever the situation may be. The reason they can't come out in public and speak on it is because it's a non-disclosure agreement there, and that makes a ton of sense. And Al has to protect himself from slander. If the slander, if it's slander or if it's the honest truth, I mean, he sees the way Bob Arum is running things as well too. Bob Arum, I know he got a non-disclosure agreement. Some of the stuff that he did, and that he did, especially Don King. Some of the stuff that he did, they definitely got non-disclosure agreements, and that's something that you got to have to protect yourself to keep your clientele to growing. People can see it with their own eyes how PBC treat Gary Russell, how they mismanage or mispromoted, whatever you want to call them, or misadvised Wilder. You can see all of that type of stuff, but once again, the fighters can't complain about it. And when they get those contracts, part of Al only taking 10 to 20% of their purses. This little dude tripping. part of Al taking only 10% or 20% of their purses, that goes into the contract. You know, that's what the going percentage for a manager advisor is like 30%. Al takes as low as 10%, 10-12%, and part of that discount Al giving you is him giving you the power, if you embody, is giving him the power to have to say so of your entire career. Your career is in Al Haymon. He got your whole career in his hands. He got the whole. You can't do nothing unless Al say you can do it. I read the contract and I posted it, I believe, already. You know, Al Haymon has the ultimate control over your career. You know, if you want to fight a particular guy, you want to cross the street, if Al don't say so, you can't do it. You know, and that's part of the whole thing. So, you know, boy, sit down. You going in the house. You gonna sit there and go to sleep too. Being bad. He got puppy energy. But other than that, yeah, PBC seemed to endorse Crawford as the pound for pound #1 fighter in the world. Floyd said it. Leonard Ellaby said it. Remember, Leonard was telling the girl, I can't remember which girl was it. He was telling the girl that I got the clip on my Facebook page that, you know, Crawford ain't fighting, you know, Spence next, they ain't happening next, and all this, that, and the third. And they seen Errol Spence in the gym. Errol Spence is part of their, you know, company, Mayweather Promotions, you know, TGB Promotions, Ring Star Promotions, all them promoters. All those promoters are under the PBC banner. They are the promoters that PBC rotate to promote their fights. Remember, PBC is a television series, and Al Haymon is an advisor. He's not a promoter. He's a television contract where you make so many appearances on TV. And, you know, I don't understand. I think it's basically they want to promote Terrence Crawford. They want Crawford under the PBC banner. They like Crawford. It's business. You know what I'm saying? And when they saying Crawford pound for pound #1, now had, you know, Floyd and Leonard say Errol Spence was pound for pound #1, every letter crew, dummy community crew would be making a video on it. You know, and Floyd no boxing. For Floyd to say another fighter outside of his promotional company or outside of the PBC network, and people say, oh, Floyd just hating on Earl, he just hating. Nah, motherfucker, it's his opinion. Leonard Ellaby said the same thing. It's their opinion. Real recognize real. Game recognize game. They know Crawford a bad motherfucker. They know it. People say, well, Crawford, he hasn't did this at 47. It's not his fault. It's politics. It's politics. You know, oh, he need to fight this. At the end of the day, you tell me when Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, Danny Garcia sent him a contract. I could tell you he tried to fight most of them. He tried to fight most of them and they said no. Or they going another route. They fought 9 champions and avoided a championship fight. That's what people don't leave. Oh, he need to fight somebody at 47. These niggas been at 47 for fucking 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And they ain't even all fought each other. You know? And maybe Floyd want to sign Crawford, you know. He got the money to get Crawford out his deal if he wanted to, but maybe it's just him being objective and game recognizing game. You know you're not going to say Canelo #1. Ain't nobody in their right mind from Floyd aspect going to say Canelo #1 after you outbox a nigga for 12 rounds. He probably figured at that point Crawford might get at least 1 round. Crawford might get at least 1 round. Are you going to fall? I don't know. What are you trying to get to? But, you know, I think he #1. You know, skill wise, and he hasn't fought nobody at 47. This and that. Who are the guys at 47? How good are they? Just because they fight each other, does that make them good? Absolutely not. If Al Haymon believed that he had the best welterweight in the world, there's no reason not to fight Terrence Crawford. Earl not to fight Terrence Crawford. There's no reason why. I'm not even include Manny Pacquiao. He can do what he wants because he the man. He done did everything. He a living legend. But everybody gonna have their opinion on Crawford. But like I said, Floyd said it. Buddy McGurf, I think he said he the best even before he got there. People understand what they dealing with that guy. Now, does that mean he gonna go out there and beat Errol Spence and beat Keith Thurman? No, he got to go out there and do it. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests, want to make a donation. Cash App, PayPal is in the description. Appreciate everybody that came on to our current news live stream yesterday. You gonna get out there. Other than that, keep sharing the videos, man. Love the support. Check out the welterweight playlist. Check out the boxing news playlist. Check out our NBA playlist, the whole 9. And Mason, I don't know what he tripping about. He ain't never did this before. But hey, appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. We gone.